Hello and welcome back to the channel. Here we are again with another episode of A Stuntman Reacts. Here we have another video. This is a series of videos where I react to different action sequences from short films and other such projects, if you will, where I basically just give my take on them, what I thought was good about them, what I thought could be improved upon them, to kind of help you grow when it comes to doing stunts, or just want to learn more about it and just kind of hear my take on those things. So we're going to jump into a short film that was apparently filmed on the Canon 7D called The Hunt. So let's get to it. Alright, right there. Example of guys that don't know how to stunt fight, and so they edit it in such a way to try to cover that up and make it not look as good. So what do we have here? So we have running at each other in slow motion. They're coming in. Now they're a lot slower than they were running before. Here to throw the punch. So he goes to throw the punch. He ducks it. And his arm comes in to grab. But now the next shot, his arm is pulling back. The guy that camos, his arm is already back here, and the other guy is twisting, and the very next moment he's on the ground. So here's an example of what I talk about when I talk about bad editing. So you don't see, there's a jump in time. So an example right here, he's supposed to have done something to his head, maybe cracked, broke his neck or something. I'm not sure. But here he is. He's standing all the way up. So we see right now he's completely vertical at the moment. He's starting to turn his body a little bit. Very next moment, he will be almost completely on the ground. Watch. Now look at that. He's sitting down, just like that. And that in your brain, that just does something really weird. There's a disconnect here, because 1 second he's standing, the very next frame he's on the ground, finishing a fall. At the very least, the way you could fix this, at the very least, is to have him fall out of frame, then cut to him in this position, right like he is right now, and that would work way better. But to have him standing up, and the next moment he's halfway on the ground, there's a gap of time we're missing that our brains can't fill in. And it's like, that was weird. So that's the problem with that. And that's all there is for The Hunt. So we're going to take a look at another one, actually. This one's called Retribution. Let's take a look. Hey! So first thing I noticed, it's not too bad, but these guys, I saw another one of their projects a little while ago, and it seemed like they're pro-military or ex-military something, because the way they moved and such, for the most part, suggested that they're professionals or used to be in the military or something like that. Their gear looked legit, and everything. The way they talked sounded legit. But here I'm noticing this just is very weak feeling. Not much to it, and then that spinning elbow lacked intensity. Watch. Hey! And part of the problem with that too, I noticed, was that we don't get the full extent of the elbow. We just have him turn, and now he's turned and he's finishing it off. So you don't really get the full view. So he starts to turn in the previous shot, the next shot he's already turned around and he's almost finished delivering the elbow. So not ideal. Better thing would have to, you want to put those two together. So as he's starting to spin in the one shot, in the next shot have him continuing the spin into the elbow rather than what we saw there, and that would be more seamless. Hold on. That was a good punch. Now, one thing I noticed here is when he's being a little too far. When he's being pushed towards the wall, he looks behind him to see where the wall is at, rather than trusting his partner to be able to gauge the distance and know when the right point is that he'll be there. So he's kind of looking back. Although I would say that's not completely unnatural, because oftentimes if you're getting pushed backwards, you want to look and see where you're going. It depends on the situation. I think it would look better if he wasn't looking back, because then the assumption is that he's looking back to see where he's at from a stunt point as opposed to a performance point, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. So let's continue. He's not looking. He's a second look. Now he's looking for the point. He's putting his arm back out to kind of break his impact. This next punch looks really good. There, that one, perfect. Everything about that punch was perfect. These stomach punches you can't see too well because it's all dark. They're all wearing dark. They're wearing black gloves. So you can't see what's going on. But the punch to the face was perfect. Perfect timing of the reaction. Perfect angle for where the camera's located. Everything about it is perfect. Let's look at it one more time. So good. And there was another, but then we go the opposite way, and we notice a little problem here, and that is, if you see, we then again jump in time. So here we are. Here goes to block. He's grabbing him, and the very next shot, they'll be out here. Very next moment, he'll be into the wall. Watch. There. So we're here, and next moment he's there. So we don't have that moment of him slamming into it. We have a great punch. Then we have this block. He actually grabs it, which is kind of interesting. That punch really, if you try to punch him in the face, his hand position here would not have stopped that punch from happening. It'd be over here, not over here. So that positioning wasn't the best. But then when he turns to grab, see, he's grabbing the head. Next shot, he'll be into the wall. Watch. And then right now, he's about, his head's probably 2 feet away from that garage door. The next moment, he's going to be face first in it. See? Right like that. So, they're jumping time, and it doesn't meld together well. It would have been better to shoot that whole thing, him grabbing the head and shoving him into the wall from that previous angle, and then going back to this angle and then finishing it off by having him move into it. Or grab the head, start to move a little bit, then cut to this angle while he's still, out here. Instead of here, he's out here and moving into it, and that would sell it way more. So again, they're jumping time, and that kind of it confuses us as human beings. But so other than that, this is looking really good. Punch. Oh, nice back fist. Yeah, that back fist was good. Watch that again. Beautiful. But now here's another problem. It's like every time there's a good thing about it, there's a bad thing that comes right after it. So notice his position here. Right there it is. He grabs his face. His head shouldn't so much go back this way from that back fist. It should go this way. So his head should be turning to the right. So when you're getting punched in the face, if it's coming from the side of you, here coming across, your face should go that direction, not go back this direction. I don't know why I coughed when I leaned back. That's what should happen. So the fact that he's kind of going back like this doesn't quite match the angle of the back fist. But it's not too bad. But I think there's a little bigger inconsistency here in a second. Look at how he's facing. His body's rotated, so his left shoulder's kind of behind him. His right shoulder's forward. His hand's up by his face. The very next moment, his right shoulder's back. His left arm is forward. This is all continuity. This is continuity. This is why continuity is so important in fight scenes. It's very disjointed feeling and takes you out of it, and you're going, wait, what? What just happened? Because they're not positioned the way they were in the previous shot. There's no connecting moment to how they got to being from like this to being with your arm way out here, with your body rotated the entire opposite direction. And the other guy, same thing. His left shoulder was back, his right shoulder was forward. The next minute, he's reversed with his arm back, ready to throw a punch. He's got great form for his punches. These guys know what they're doing with punches. They're just not doing the best when it comes to putting this fight scene together, so it looks good. not bad. He reaction was good, and we couldn't really see the rebar hit him very well. Again, it's a black object, and they're all wearing black hats, black tops, and all that, so it's hard to really see what's going on. But the sound effect helps sell it, so it's not too bad. Alright, that's that. So 2 short fight scenes for you guys in this one. Like I said, they all had little things here and there that weren't the greatest, but there were also, especially in the second one, there were a lot of really good moments. So that just goes to show you that even if you know a lot of what you're doing in the choreography, the editing may not be where it needs to be in order to make it look great. So the point being that the choreography, the filming of it, and the editing all go hand in hand to make a fight scene look great. It's not just the stunt choreography, it's not just the camera angles you pick, but the editing. All 3 things together are important and need to be done well in order to make it look great. So take that as food for thought for if you're making your own action short. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that way you'll be notified when more of these videos come out. I'll be doing more as I can. And be sure to share this with your friends. Leave a comment down below of any short action sequences you would like me to watch, or any standalone fight scenes, or what have you that's out there. Let me know and I'll take a look at it when I can. Thank you so much. See you next time.